Hi everybody, Josiah here, also known as Chilling Silence, and some great news today. DigiByte's been listed on a couple of additional exchanges, and I want to give you a bit of an update on where we're at with some of the applications as well. So over here we can see we've got a new exchange that has listed DigiByte. They're growing very rapidly in Latin America and the Caribbean. They are a partner of Bittrex as well, which is really cool to see. And the great part about this as well is that they have native language support, and they offer it 24/7. So that's something that's really quite key and that we're going to see a lot more of as we start to expand the overall cryptocurrency world. Is we're going to see a lot more things like this in people's native languages, just like we've gone and intentionally made the Android and the iOS apps available in 50 plus native languages. One of the other exchanges that we have over here is Folgory. Now, they have the ability for you to buy and sell with both USDC, Euro, and with Bitcoin as well, which is great. They've got a built-in application for Android and for iOS. So that's really quite cool to see that as well, that there is even more options available for people to be able to buy and sell DigiByte whenever they want. Now, one of the other things that we've been working on is there are a number of improvements for the DigiByte iOS and Android apps. Now, one of the feedback things that we got was people were firing up DigiAssets and they were saying, well, it's not working because it's empty. Now, of course, it's empty because you don't have any DigiAssets to begin with. It's kind of like opening up a new bank account and then wondering why you don't have any funds in your new bank account. But nonetheless, this is the kind of feedback that we're able to get from our users, and it's important for us to make it as easy to understand as possible. So what I'll do is I'll actually bring up something that Noah's been working on for DigiAssets here. And so it's just a nice little subtle animation along with it saying up the top there that you have no assets yet. So this is quite cool, and we think it's just going to solve that user acceptance issue, I suppose. And that's really quite cool to see that this development is still ongoing. Now, the iOS app was approved by Apple to be released into test flight. We got a bunch of feedback, was great, no problems whatsoever, so that is now going into the public release. Again, that's probably going to take Apple about a day. Unfortunately, this is just the way that things are when it comes to iOS releases. One of the other things also worth noting is that there is a legacy DigiID option. If you happen to have been using DigiID previously, you can use this legacy option. There's just a little toggle that you can choose. If you choose not to use it, then this is great news because you can restore between Android and iOS, which is great. Obviously, if you happen to change phones from Android to an iPhone or vice versa as well. So yeah, just a couple of quick updates for you today. Great news that we're on a couple of new exchanges, obviously. Some updates coming out for DigiAssets there on Android. Now, if you want to stay tuned, we're going to start giving away a couple of DigiAssets so that you can get a bit of a feel for them, a bit of a feel for how they work. Tomorrow I'll cover off a bit about Dandelion++ and how that works. We'll cover off a little bit more about DigiAssets too. So stay tuned. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. You can tweet me. I'm at DGB_chilling, or otherwise, I'll talk to you in the next video. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.